Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Claire's first time doing an official D&D module. For those of you that don't know me, or this is the first time you're stumbling upon me, and if this is the first time you're stumbling upon me, I am sorry that this is how you have found me. My name is ProfessorClare. I am an actual professor. I teach about video games as literature at my local college. And I stream on Twitch. That's most of what I do. Talking about video games and their literary merit and all that sort of fun stuff. Currently on stream, we're playing a lot of Peak, which has absolutely zero literary merit, but it's a lot of fun to play. So if you're watching this in the future, Peak was popular at this time in the year of our Lord 2025. But I have an amazing community. I stream on Wednesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I used to stream Sundays. I don't stream Sundays anymore. Anyway, I am really excited about this, and I have an amazing lineup here of folks who have either been voluntold or just volunteered or won. I can't remember how we came to this party to join in this first module. We are playing Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye, which is a one-shot developed by D&D Wizards of the Coast, because I am not quite ready yet to actually create an official campaign on my own. So this is like training wheels, basically. But I'm very excited about it. I worked very hard. I did my best. And these are an amazing group of players and gamers and D&Ders and nerds in their own right. So I will just go ahead and let it go to you guys and have you introduce yourselves. HerbsRealm, why don't we start with you?
Okay, my name's HerbsRealm, or HerbsRealm. And I am also a Twitch streamer, / content creator / D&D player, not extraordinaire, amateur, if at best. I also like creating content and playing games with my friends, and I'm actively working on creating the world's most unhinged, chaotic, and filthy digital footprint to exist in modern times. And I'm excited. Do you want me to talk about my character as well, or no?
We will go into that, so don't worry. Okay. We will get a chance to talk about your character.
I'm not going to tell you about my character right now, YouTube audience. Do you need anything else from me?
Just your social security number and your credit card, and if you could just DM those to me at your leisure, that'd be great.
I'll say them right here on the camera, because you know what? Take it, because you're not going to get much out of it, so you might as well try. Try the con. Let me know how it goes.
That's so valid. That's so valid. All right, TheWylds.
Hello, I'm TheWylds. My name is Jordan Black. I have been DMing Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop games for coming up on 21 years. Here pretty soon. Normally a perma DMs. This is one of the rare occasions that I get to play as a player in a campaign / one shot, so I'm pretty excited to be at the table this evening. I stream very rarely, usually to help raise money for Extra Life. It usually happens in October, November, for the Indianapolis Children's Hospital. Riley Children's Hospital, I should say. Other than that, you can find me on Start Playing as TheWylds, spelled with a Y, if you would be interested in hiring my services as a dungeon master.
Which you absolutely should do. I am actually a player at one of Jordan's tables. We are playing a full-fledged campaign that he has actually birthed from his brain, and we are having a blast with it. It is called Aved, What Lurks Beneath. You can actually find it here on my channel, so just click on my name and look for the Aved playlist and get an idea of where we're at. It's a fun story. Isaac.
Okay. My name is Isaac. I probably have the least impressive social media presence of anyone here. History nerd / enthusiast, dabbler in D&D. I do not have anything to plug. Fair
enough. History nerd indeed, though. We and one of the one of the peak qualities. If you want to learn about a random subject, especially if it's related to World War I, Isaac's your guy. And that leads us to last but certainly not least, Azunti.
Thank you for calling Azunti. He's not streaming right now, but you can catch him on twitch.tv/Azunti. He has about 20 years of D&D experience, both as a player and a DM, and he streams Final Fantasy IV Jump Fiesta currently. He's just a little baby streamer. He just started. He doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah, catch me there, I suppose.
He's doing a great
please leave
job.
your message after the beep.
Clever.
Did you say message after the beep or after the beef? Because I thought I heard beep.
Send a message after your beef with me. Leave that behind.
Yeah.
Develop a beef. Develop a beef with him, and then send your message.
I love that. I actually love that, low-key.
This stream is not sponsored by Arby's.
No. We wish it was, though. Arby's, if you want to sponsor me.
You want to hit us? We got the beefs.
Hit us up. We do. Arby's, Coca-Cola, Chipotle.
That's true.
Call me. Any sushi, anywhere. Like, literally just the sushi itself. Like, this stream is sponsored by sushi. Like, that would be a really fun thing to say. Like, quite honestly. All right. We are playing Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye. And actually, this is... It is a one-shot, but... It does also lead into an official long-form campaign called Vecna, Eve of Ruin. And it actually, the player starting level for that is level 10. And I guess it takes them up to level 20. So it's like an insane campaign. So it's funny to me that the one-shot module starts everyone at level 3. And then you're supposed to blink and suddenly you're level 10. I always thought that was funny how that worked. But yeah. So we are not doing the full campaign because that would scare me half to death, but maybe someday, especially playing a level 10 starter campaign. So we are just playing this module. We expect it'll be about 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, if you like it, leave a comment, like the video, which is a weird thing to say. And if you don't like it, maybe don't say anything because I'm sensitive and just keep scrolling. That's a perfectly okay thing to do, you know, or I'll just like complain to all of them and we'll talk shit about you, and that will work too.
If you don't like it, you're a bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying it.
We're putting it out there. Erica will absolutely fuck your day up. Just give her a reason. Like, she just wants a reason.
I will.
She just wants a reason. On that note, players, are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
I am prepared.
All right, then let's do this. The city of Neverwinter stands proudly on the Sword Coast, west and north of Desserin Valley. 50 years ago, the city was nearly destroyed by the eruption of Mount Hotanau. Today, the city stands mostly rebuilt. It bustles with skilled tradespeople, intrepid adventurers, and hardy townsfolk. Leadership in Neverwinter falls to Daggelt Neverember, Lord Protector of the city, and your employer. The city lacks a formal militia, so Lord Neverember often hires mercenaries and adventurers such as yourselves to keep the city secure. Your party is one such group of adventurers hired to protect the city. The first few days of your patrol have proven uneventful. A couple pickpockets, a few drunken brawls, nothing that causes you to break any sort of sweat. It's late in the evening, 1 week after the start of your employment, and you are heading out from a hearty dinner at the local tavern. Do you guys want to name the tavern while we're here?
I love dinner.
The Horny Toad.
The Horny Toad. That's it. I know, and I love dinner too. The Horny Toad. You've had a hearty dinner at the Horny Toad. They absolutely have the meats. And you were getting ready to begin the night shift. But as the cold night air hits your skin, it feels brisk. It's almost foreboding. And as you exit the tavern, you hear an anguished scream. The scream comes, I'm skipping ahead. You would now all begin to run out of you are all outside of the tavern at this point, but as soon as you hear the scream, you start to run towards the source of the scream. So let's have you all introduce your characters as you are running towards the source of this. So, HerbsRealm, will you please introduce us to your character, who they are, and what's happening right now?
Sure. I am playing as Alistair Oleander. He is a young buck of about 20, rogue, and has, in typical rogue fashion, is a bit of a lone wolf, but has this like boyish innocence and charm to him, and has joined this party as a sort of solid means of income outside of his typical thieving and debauchery. He's giving it a shot, and he is typically one to potentially flee a situation that could get him into trouble, but given his most recent employment, he's again taking a chance on something different, and so he's never afraid to check something out and be curious. So he is kind of just running right up there at the front with the group to see what the heck is going on.
Right, thank you. Wilds, will you introduce us to your character?
I've been thinking a lot about the accent that I wanted to go for on this, and I keep thinking like a very Tom Hardy, like sliding into Irish, but I know I'm going to beef it, so I'm just going to go sort of gruff. So, my name's Leo Callisten, and I'm a sorcerer, someone who hangs back, and I'll support you once you've run in. Just kind of keeping myself on the outskirts of whatever's happening. I studied, or attempted to study, I guess I should say, at a college of magic when I was younger, but embarrassed all of the professors there when they were doing my entrance exam by knowing more about magic than they did. Guess it's just something in my blood. So, whatever the group is doing to run toward whatever's caused someone to scream out, I'll let them run ahead, and I'll trail back behind.
Okay. Isaac, will you introduce us to your character?
So Ioannes is probably the oldest and the biggest member of the group. He's standing a little over 6 feet tall, in his late 40s, early 50s, probably taking point in running towards whatever we're going to investigate. And what you notice about him, the thing that sort of makes him stand out, is that a significant portion of his upper body is covered in burn scars. Healed burn scars, but they're there anyways. And he's just with a massive warhammer in one hand that he's strong enough to hold in one hand, charging, taking point to investigate whatever this scream is.
Okay. And Azunti, will you introduce us to your character?
Absolutely. Running, in contrast to the massive Warhammer, is a much smaller Warhammer, one that was created for a smaller fellow, certainly the shortest of the group, but perhaps in the middle in terms of stockiness. Is a halfling with a few teeth knocked out and a curious tricorn hat. Notably, the tricorn hat appears to be entirely yellow and made of a strange material, and almost looks like it has like scoops taken out of it. He is doing his best to keep up as much as he can with his stocky, short little legs, but he's no less eager. One thing you do notice about him is that when he walked out into the brisk air, that it was colder, actually he took a deep breath and he breathed it in, and you could see it was almost comforting to him. But once the scream happened, he was ready to go, and he's running down there. So
Awesome. All right. Then, oh my gosh, let's get to it then. So you're all running then towards the source of the scream, I imagine. Yes?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
A light jog.
Except for Leo, who is lightly jogging because he absolutely cannot be bothered. So you're running towards the source of this scream, and you find yourselves now in like the town center. It's a couple of blocks from where you were hanging out at the Horny Toad. It is not far by any stretch of the imagination. The scream comes from a slender woman who she's clad in this light leather armor, like maybe a ranger, scout, something of that nature. And clutched in her arms is the very obvious dead body of a human man, clad in a tattered gray robe. This man and a woman bear a striking resemblance to each other. And as this woman is holding and sort of rocking this man in these very anguished screams, you watch the dead man's hand fall forward, and a desiccated eyeball falls and rolls out with like a thump and sort of lands on the cobblestone. And there's like little bits of steam almost that come up as it hits the cold ground. Would you all first roll of the session, will you all make a history check for me? Oof.
14.
Okay.
11.
12.
Okay. Perfect. So everyone except for Halfdan, you recognize this dead man is Delvin Fearnehart. He is an investigator in Lord Neverember's employ. You've seen him around a bit during this course of the first week of your employment, and you recognize the woman as Kavori Fearnehart. This is Delvin's sister. And by this point, multiple other people have heard the screams. They're, coming out of their houses, out of, the various buildings, trying to see what all the commotion about. So there's a small crowd that is formed, but you are the first ones there in front of her, and you just see this, you see her, and she just sort of looks up at you with this look of just this mixture of shock and confusion, and please help us. My brother, She looks desperate. It's abundantly clear to you all that Delvin is dead. And she eventually just sort of lowers her head again, and is silently weeping into her brother's shoulder.
Fratricide. What is that, Ollie? The third one this week? All
Give or
right, let's
take.
grab her.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah, you killed him and took his eye. It's weird, but not the weirdest thing we've seen over the course of the last week or so. So, all right, let's go. Town watch.
No.
Good performance.
Truly incredible.
Oscar-worthy.
Wait, how long? Oh, that's not the voice. Hold on. Calibrate.
We're calibrating. That's fine. Find your voice. Find your voice, said Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, how long have they been dead, eh?
The calibrating was out of the air.
Halfdan is fully not aware that it has been definitely longer than 6 seconds, but it has definitely been very much longer than 6 seconds. Halfdan will is going to spend a spell slot to cast Healing Word. Oh, this helps everybody. Just let me pat you down. Here you go. It should be right as rain any second.
Bless your soul. As you begin casting this spell, you see what does it look like when you cast Healing Word?
I would say that Halfdan leans down and kind of puts his hand. Actually, Healing Word is the ranged one, so he doesn't have to pat down. He kind of, from a range, kind of reaches his hand out, and these like swirling mist of magic, black and gray, kind of swirl from his fingers, and kind of go into the essence of the body. You can see, obviously, because they're dead, not just dying. The magic kind of like flows like a smoke starting to settle on the ground, and does not appear to really do much.
Okay. So yeah, you say these words, and you certainly see that they go into Delvin in some way, but there is no effect as the spell slowly dissipates into the cold night air.
So sorry, that usually works.
You have to help us. I think I know why, but I need your help, please. He said he'd figured out where the cult was hiding. We'd agreed to meet here, but when I arrived, I just found him like this.
Can I look at the dead body and see which eye the desiccated eyeball came out of, like which eye socket?
It's not his eyeball, actually. You take a look, and he's got two very dead peepers, but his face is intact.
Where'd that eyeball come from? And I just like pointed at the weird eyeball on the ground.
This is a rare case of tribal, I believe.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a third
Fatal.
socket anywhere.
I don't know. This is the first time I've seen it.
And can we, just by like looking at the body, can we tell how he died?
Make a perception or an investigation check.
Okay.
All of us are just wilds.
Anyone who wants to check on what might have happened to him.
15.
Okay.
That is a 21.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Halfdan, you're lucking out with his. Halfdan stands there. Well, I just got no right idea what happened to this poor guy, as blood is spurting out of his neck from a very obvious arrow bolt arrow that is lodged into Delvin's neck.
Hold on, it's still spurting, so he is alive. If it's spurting?
Okay, he's bleeding out, but it's not like spurting. He's dead.
Okay. I was
There's still, like, if it hits your carotid, like, it's gonna be like there's gonna be a lot of blood like leaking out at this point.
Okay, I was like, wait, do we have a chance to save him?
Sorry, I should have been clear about that.
Good.
No,
You're good. But yeah, so you said he got shot in the neck with an arrow?
Correct.
Okay. Can we look around to see where the arrow came from?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Or another investigation check, actually. And that's anybody who wants to...
Not quite as good. 13 that time for me.
Anyone else making that check, or just...
I was going to make that check for checking the body and pockets and stuff, so I can wait until we kind of do an environmental check, yeah.
Okay.
So 13.
You look up and around you see this crowd. There's maybe 30-ish people at this point who've crowded around, but you see nothing else suspicious about the area. You see a bunch of confused townsfolk.
Ioannes kneels down and places his hand on the head of Delvin's his name?
Yes.
That guy?
Mm-hmm.
And he takes in his other hand the medallion. It's not a holy symbol in the mechanical sense, but it is the iconography of Ilmater, the god that he serves. And he says, "Your suffering is now over. There is no shame in a meaningful death. May Ilmater welcome you wherever you have gone." sort of offering informal last rites to this person.
Kavori looks at you. She's still very much in a state of shock, but you're able to see like this momentary flash of gratitude in a woman that's, you know, very clearly distraught at this point.
You said you were investigating a cult. You got much more information on that? He pulls out a pen and paper. There's previous writing on the paper. You can tell he's got the paper upside down from that previous writing.
I don't know how I'm going to do this with a straight face. I'm going to do my best. I don't know anything else. He was being so secretive. He didn't want to give up. He didn't want to give up his cover. He was going to tell me, but now all we have is, and she sort of looks down over at the eyeball that is still sitting on the cobblestone.
Yeah, I'm not touching that, so whichever. I do gloves, so I just can't. So any one of you who wants to just go, maybe a bag is what I would suggest. It looks dry, but in a weird way. So
Halfdan will pick it up. Is it like still drooping with goop?
It is.
Did you say it was desiccated?
Desiccated, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
Ollie has kind of been like quietly like just observing all of the like the conversations that have been happening in the body, but he knows that you never leave a crime scene without checking all the pockets and you know, well, he has a thing for pockets, of course, but can he check out the body and just see if there's anything like
Sure.
any evidence, anything incriminating on
Sure.
the body?
Make that investigation check for me.
Oh, 13. Well,
that's
could be worse.
enough. That's enough. You search his body, and Kavori is she's a little like not sure how she feels about you like doing that while she's right there, but sort of relents because you're investigating.
well, then Ollie gives her like this cute little. He's like actively patting down the body, and he like looks up at her like just she's like staring at him like still like grieving, and he's just like he's just like.
Cheeky 20-year-old kid in his first job.
Hey, how are
you pat down the body. You find a couple of trinkets and such, you know, but as you go for like the pocket on his chest, you find a slip of paper. That's folded 3 times.
3 times. Can I unfold it and read it to the group?
You sure can. You unfold the piece of paper, and you just see 3 scrawled words, and it says, "Hail the Undying."
Oh, okay. Ollie sort of like he kind of makes like a little sound when he finds something that's actually like potentially useful. He goes, "Oh, neat," and he like unfolds it, and he just like holds it in front of him and goes, "Hail the Undying."
And
oh yeah, hail the Undying.
As you say that, and actually right as Halfdan follows up and says that, you look over and you see that the eyeball starts to shudder. It's like.
And it's
Whoa, boy, this has got a kick
Oh yeah,
to it.
that's right. You're holding it, Halfdan. So it begins to shudder in your hand. Shudder and squirm almost. And it begins to emit this pale green light. And as it lights up, the eyeball itself immediately shifts west.
Oh, where do you want to go, little guy?
Okay, can we just hold on? Can we just maybe take a step back and number one, maybe not touch the living disembodied eye with our bare hands? Maybe just as a start. I don't know.
Dan literally takes a step back. But I'm already holding it. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, good. Cool. You know, another safe place to put it would be maybe the inside of your mouth. Like, I don't know.
He pops it. He pops it in
No,
there.
you couldn't. You couldn't possibly. You couldn't. How could he?
Kavori is watching this, and she is fucking horrified. And
It's peering out in between his teeth.
This
It is peering
Resident
out.
Evil core.
And
Where the teeth should be.
through the gap in the teeth, it just continues to look west. In fact,
Ollie is like fascinated and disgusted, and he's just like, I can't look away from it.
and the direction it's looking, this empty gaze is fixed on down an alley that is strewn with rubble. You see off in the distance there are kind of rats scurrying between these chunks of like stone and dusty crates. It's about as sketchy an alleyway as you could expect to see.
Okay, I am gonna, from like any area around me on the ground, I'm gonna pick up a stone, like a pebble, or just like some kind of small rock, and I'm gonna cast light on it to make it glow,
Okay.
a bright blue light, and I'm gonna walk over to, what was the woman's name again? I'm sorry.
Kavori. Kevori.
I'm gonna walk over to Kavori and say, I'm not 100% sure what's happening right now, but we're gonna try to figure out what happened to your brother. I'm so sorry about the eyeball mouth. That's on me. I've told the other groups of mercenaries that the Lord of Neverwinter has hired that this bright blue light is their calling card. So I'm going to throw this up in the air, and they're going to see it, and they're going to come to you and help you while we go try to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you. Please. If you find them, avenge my brother. But bring one of them alive.
Who got him now?
Weird request, considering we found you holding a dead body. So I don't 100% trust you, but, and I throw the rock light up into the air, but we're gonna do our best.
Okay. And she thanks you, and you see this light go into the air, and you all. So I'm guessing you, Leo, you start heading towards this alleyway.
Oh hell no! The others can go first. I'll wait.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm waiting until they go. Yeah.
This
Ollie, go ahead, Isaac.
This way?
So yeah, where Ioannes is.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Hold
way?
on. I'll clear. Oh, that's the wrong one.
I will continue to be point
Ooh.
man.
This is a really
Well,
nice feature.
Ollie's hasn't met a sketchy alleyway that he couldn't navigate through before. He's still naive and doesn't feel fear for a lot of things. So he's just like slinking into the shadows, but he's like trotting away from Kavori, and like as he's like trotting towards the alley, he like turns back. He's like, by the way, nice coin purse. You might want to tighten that up in your back pocket there. Otherwise, there's some shady characters who would want to take advantage of you. See you later. Hope everything works out.
Did you steal that woman's coin purse?
No. I could have, because it was very obviously like showing in her back pocket. But I just want, I don't want anyone to take an advantage of her. Sketchy people out here, in these streets.
Nice guy, Ollie. You love to see it.
And there's like just a tiny little like clanging of coins in his pocket. Like he may have taken one or two, but left the rest.
All right, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Halfdan spits out the eye into his hand and procures a flask from his bag and drinks quite a bit, and he says, "Oh boy, that tasted like shit."
How do you know what shit tastes like?
Yeah. No,
well, I had a few brothers. What's a little harmless bullying?
What am I gonna do with this session? Jesus Christ! Oh my God, Azunti. I don't know if I ever. Just kidding. I totally want to play more with you all the time.
Leo hands Halfdan just like a small like burlap sack. Like, please.
You're welcome. And he
Please.
takes the sack.
I didn't say thank you, but good. But can you? And I just point at the eye.
He goes to hand the eye to Leo.
Absolutely not. No. These are new and they are dragon hide. Do not touch. Do not touch my gloves.
Oh, dragon hide. That's nice.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice
Yes, I saved.
Oh, I don't know what that's like.
I'm invested
I don't
in this
either.
new I'm invested in this new nether coin, so it's really turning.
No, I
Really
will.
turning-
No. Oh no. No. Next week you're gonna tell me his NFTs, whatever the D&D version of that is.
I'm just an NFTs. What can I say?
He's not. Sorry.
Halfdan is gonna pretend like the eye is like pulling him along. You know, like if you're playing with a kid.
So he's like kind of walking with this.
He's
Like,
like, oh, watch out! He really wants to
buddy.
get going.
Whoa there! Like, easy. Whoa, horsey. I love
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
I love this.
Hey, Halfdan, did you think of a name for him? You gonna name it?
Oh, he's Quarter Dan.
It's canon. It's canon now.
It's unfair how quickly your brain works, Azunti.
I know.
love it.
I know. I know.
Quarter
I
Dan.
am obsessed with this.
Can't believe you didn't go with Eileen.
That's his middle name. Quarter Dan Eileen Cheeselakes.
It actually took me about half a second to get Eileen, and now I appreciate it even more. All right, so Ollie, you're heading down that alleyway. Halfdan, you're heading with Quarter Dan down that alleyway as well. Ioannes, are you headed that direction?
Yep, I am also headed that way.
Okay, and Leo, you're taking up the rear?
That's correct.
Okie dokie. So you make it down into this alleyway. It is not far, because nothing in this area is very far from each other. You see these rats. The rats sort of scurry as you make your way through here. And the alley dead ends, and at the very back, you see this set of moldy wooden boards that are propped up just enough to block what looks to be this sort of dark tunnel that's leading below the surface. Whoever put those boards there was not very subtle about it. Like, you don't even need to do a check for it. It's just like someone did a shit job on their way out. Or in.
Nobody has any integrity anymore for covering things up. Ollie just like mutters under his breath. Shameful.
Can I do like can I do an investigation check or something to see if this is like too obvious? Like maybe an insight check?
Sure. Why don't you you can do an insight check.
Okay. I don't have any bonus to that, so let's see how it goes. Ooh, not good. It's an 8.
Nothing strikes you as out of the ordinary here. It's really just a couple of boards and, some person, hurriedly putting them up or, either in front of them or behind them.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as it's not like too obvious, that should be okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's more
Ioannes.
just like, looks like a sloppy job more than anything.
Yeah.
Ioannes, it looks like a great barricade has been put in our path, and we need a strong man to take care of it.
So, question before I do anything about that. Are these boards even, like, nailed in place?
No.
Or are they just rested
They
over
are just
whatever?
rested, propped up against this this opening.
So yeah, I'm just going to not push them over, but just pick them up and move them to the side of this doorway or opening, and just
Okay.
set them over, and then see what I can see from the opening, the
Okay.
entryway to the opening.
You open it up and it's dark. You can't see very clearly. You see that there are steps that are sloping downward. And
I walk over really quick and I just whatever weapon he has out, I just place my hand on it and use the light cantrip to make it glow.
Okay.
Right,
Do you
so-
accept this, Ioannes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
So we should have 20. We should have bright light for 20 feet, and then another 20 feet of dim light. So 40 feet of
Perfect.
visibility.
Which y'all need because you're all humans and none of y'all have dark vision. So, except for Halfdan. I don't know, dude. I don't know if halflings have dark vision. So, y'all needed it. Like, we'll do the campaign. We'll do the catacomb campaign with people that don't have dark vision.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Isaac, just because I can, what color do you want the light to be?
Ooh.
Ooh.
If you say something spooky like red, I'm gonna be so upset.
Not to say
No.
red now.
Probably like a blue-green color.
Okay, oh yeah, a little seafoam. Got it.
Love that.
Mm.
So, Leo touches what weapon specifically, Ioannes, has he touched and is imbuing with light?
It would have been my warhammer, probably.
Your warhammer? Okay. So Leo, you touch the just the tip of this warhammer.
Like a gentleman.
Like a gentleman, truly, consensually.
Consensual.
And it begins to glow, and actually some of the glow actually starts to filter, so you see more of these stairs that are leading down, into this dark tunnel. And this is all happening as, Halfdan has said, like, can you move the boards? And Ioannes just kind of walks up, like, very just places that, like, moves them one by one as, like, a completely zero effort required. So let's talk about the marching order. Who's going first, second, third? Who's following up the rear as we go into this tunnel?
Ioannes prefers to play point man.
Okay.
That is both a character thing and, I suppose, a mild metagamey thing of me being the tank. So it's probably best for me to.
And
be
having
Well,
the
you
light.
also have the light, so it makes
Yeah,
perfect sense
so.
that you would. Okay, so you're going in first. Who is following up behind Ioannes?
Ollie is
I have-
either second or third somewhere, but he's like sticking to the wall in the shadows.
Okay.
So he's mid.
I think Halfdan is second because he's got the eye.
Okay.
That
All right.
makes sense. So Ollie will be third
And
I'm in the
then
back.
if Leo's
Uh-huh.
bringing up the rear.
all right, then Leo is bringing up the rear. You follow this sloping tunnel in, and as you do, you're hit with this intense smell of mildew and rot and stale air. It's dark, but you have this light now, so you can actually, as you're moving in, you start seeing the glint of torches that line these walls. So even without this light source, it wouldn't have been pitch black, but you've certainly made your lives easier at this point. And as you begin to walk in, let me pull it. Okay, there we go. I need to fix all of my screens. Sorry, I have to like multitask so to make sure that it's also visible on the stream. Bear with me. Okay.
Oh, way up there. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you gotta scroll way up. So as you walk in, you begin to hear the soft lapping of water as it begins to echo through into this wider chamber. There's wood, there's stone debris from collapsed buildings flickering in this torchlight and, amidst the light that's now emanating from Ioannes's hammer. And this water is flooding, this murky, gross-ass water, Halfdan's ideal water type, it would seem, is flooding nearly half the chamber. And it's getting deeper the further that you go into this this tunnel that's kind of heading west. What would you like to do?
Is there anything we can do to see if if we've noticed any signs of life of whatever may have scurried into this tunnel and put those boards up, like if we are following a person or there were like footprints or something.
Would you like to make an investigation check?
I would love to. It's my favorite.
Make that check, baby girl.
That is a 21.
That is pretty damn good. So you do see some very light, because this is like stone, but because you're very familiar with this kind of keeping to the shadows and kind of keeping track of things, you can make out like some scuff marks on the stone floor and sort of where the ground was recently disturbed. So not very clear footprints, but definitely like where there was some impact relatively recently, and even that some sort of wetness extending out of the water, almost as if someone had actually exited this water and took some steps outward.
Okay.
Or something.
I want to find a loose stone and toss it into the water.
Okay. You grab a stone, you throw it, you hear a thump. It definitely sinks, but it doesn't look super deep based on the way that the water sort of like impacted and settled.
Leo, it's more in the wrist. You gotta, if you want to skip a stone, you really gotta.
That's helpful, but I just wanted to see how deep the water was. I was really hoping it wasn't possible to be walked through deepness.
Are your boots also dragon hide?
They're super new, yeah.
I have honestly been vibrating with excitement because I know, as I've been learning, how much Leo cares about his wardrobe, knowing that this is coming.
It's just how you present yourself to the world, okay? It's like we have like a certain level of professionalism that people expect from mercenaries in the city, and it's like if you come out of a fucking sewer smelling like piss, people don't like that, okay?
Meanwhile, Ollie is like crouched on the ground, like touching with 2 fingers and like sniffing it, and then like getting up and it's just standing a little bit in the water, like caring about
it. Absolutely smells like ass. Like you,
why?
Like it.
Oh, God.
It. You have eaten spoiled food that smelled better than that.
No shit.
Halfdan kind of beckons to the group. He's like, "Oh, all right, everybody, huddle up. Come on, everybody together. Come on." And he's gesturing everybody to kind of get into a group.
So Ioannes is not listening to that just yet. He is down in this far corner, seeing this little gap here, and wondering if it's wide enough for someone to shimmy through.
It is. You see it, but it is completely closed in. It looked like it may have been a crawl space at one point. But even if it was, you would have to be very, very tiny to fit through it.
Okay.
Yeah,
even tinier than
DLC.
Yeah, even tinier than Halfdan would have been.
All right. I join the huddle that Halfdan was suggesting.
Halfdan tries his best to put his arms around people's shoulders. However, he is significantly shorter than everyone, so at best he gets like waist.
He's like the Ted Lasso of this group. I swear to God.
He's like, "All right, everybody. We're probably going up against some creepies and some crawlies, but we got this. We're here together. We got good drink. We got friendship. Everybody put your hand in." And he puts his hand in. Does anybody put their hand in with
Leo puts the butt of his quarterstaff in.
Amazing.
Do Ollie and Ioannes put their hand in?
Yes, Ollie's hand is in. There's still some streaks from when he was checking the ground before, but he's enthusiastic about this camaraderie.
The three of you benefit from aid. I hit the cast button. Nothing happened. How do I make this work? Oh, actually, it marked off a spell slot. How do I just then ping that I have casted this? So you know
how to. I mean, I know now that you've cast it, so like that's. Can you remind me what aid does?
Everybody except for me, because it only affects 3 creatures, has their hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Okay.
For the next 8 hours. It does not require concentration.
Okay. So if everyone wants to just like manually, like, you know, or reminder to increase your hit points by 5, you said temporary hit points, or
it's not temporary hit points.
It's permanent.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not permanent either. It lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
It's a temporary cap raise.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
But it is not a temporary hit point, which is a specific type of hit point.
Got it. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. So like if someone were to heal, you would heal even up to that new like additional 5. Got it. Thank you. All right, awesome. So that was casted on Leo.
The 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Okay. Minus you. Got it.
Is mine? I don't know if mine's showing the right way. I think I added it under the temp side.
I mean that's fine for our purposes. Like you know, just kind of keep track for yourself. I trust y'all to do that. Okay.
Oh, team, go ahead, go.
All right. Well, what do you guys do next?
It's just, guys, listen. These are Drake heirs, and I can't just get into. Okay, do you understand why that I'm hesitant?
We can help you take them off. In fact, we can go skinny dipping if you want.
Are they tight?
Leo tries to stifle vomiting when he suggests going barefoot. Oh God! Oh.
Leo, a man is dead. We have a job to do. I think you can stand to get your dragon skin boots a little dirty. Someone is dead.
He's not like important though. It's not like a king or something. We could probably go back to the bar, right? And like somebody else could take this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you need someone to hold those boots for you, like I could hold them.
Never.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Not after last time.
Not after the incident.
The incident.
Buddy, I know it can be really scary, but I think you got this. I really trust in you. You can conquer your fears.
I'm not scared. It's not okay. All right, just go, and I'm bringing up the back.
All right, go ahead and however the marching order is going to be, go ahead and put that into the water. Oh, this is giving me life. It's giving me life. As you begin to sludge your way through this murky water,
sludge.
It leaks into your boots and up to your knees with this loud sloshing, and the stink feels like it's getting into your skin. It feels almost hard to breathe as you're sloshing through this. And you're in about, I would say, it's definitely difficult terrain at this point. So while the water isn't deep per se, you eventually find yourself up to your waist in the murky water, except for Halfdan, who's up to around his chest. So it is difficult terrain for all of you at this point. Would you all be so kind as to make a perception check for me?
I perceive that this is bullshit.
Hey boys, does it look like I'm a floating head?
A little bit.
Got an 11.
Okay.
Better hope there's no high tide in here, Halfdan.
I rolled a 3.
Oof.
Don't worry, I can swim.
So,
I rolled. What did I roll?
you rolled a 14. So Alistair rolled. So Alistair rolled. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. So Alistair rolled a 14. Leo rolled an 11. Halfdan rolled 18, and Ioannes, you rolled a 3. You said.
Yes, I did.
So.
Which is probably not great as the point man of the group.
So. Halfdan.
Oh.
I
thought you froze.
No. Sorry, I was in thought. Halfdan, you notice odd waves and currents.
Oh, quit splashing around there.
And currents in the water in front of you. Oops.
Halfdan, what do you mean?
There's somebody swimming up there. And I'll point it out.
Like a fish?
There is a shudder in the water as the currents begin to make their way towards your group, along with this series of bubbles that begin to rise up to the surface.
I cast Mage Armor.
It's kind of a big fish.
If it is a fish, if it's a catfish, I want to catch it.
Oh, man. Some fried catfish would be so good right now.
So you're casting Mage Armor.
I am.
Can you would you be a lamb and let me know what Mage Armor does? Also, part of this is because since we're on YouTube, it's also helpful to just kind of voice this stuff so that like people watching know what's happening.
For sure. So Mage Armor forces your AC to become at minimum 13 plus whatever your dexterity modifier is instead of whatever its normal calculation would be. So for me currently, that will be 14 plus 2 in total. So I now have, 13 plus 2 in total. So my AC is now 15.
Your AC is 15. Okay, thank you. So as these bubbles begin to ascend to the surface, there is this loud splash and a geyser of water shoots upward. And you are met with this massive water weird. And it lets out this guttural shriek, and it lowers its head down, like almost eel-like, towards you. And it is going to immediately go in to constrict Ioannes, who was leading and rolled the lowest.
Oh.
That is not a catfish.
That is unfortunately not a catfish.
We can't know that for sure until we meet it in person.
So does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So you are immediately hit with 16 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
And you are grappled. And you are pulled underwater by the water weird.
Hooray.
So until this grapple ends, the target is restrained and the water weird will try to drown you. The water weird cannot constrict another target, though, at this point. So I would like everyone to roll initiative. Before you roll, everyone who failed the previous DC check needs to roll at disadvantage.
What was the DC to pass?
The DC was 15
Oh.
For perception?
for perception, correct?
Oh, I need to reroll. Ignore that. Wait, how do I do that with a disadvantage?
Just roll it. Just click it twice and take the lower of 2 results.
Okay.
Well, I got a 24 and an 8.
So you okay? So Leo is an 8.
16.
Okay,
Pretty good, but I'm
but you're grappled.
grappled,
Did I do that right? I double clicked it, or I clicked it twice. I don't know if that worked though.
Yeah, I only see one roll. Are you able to click it again? There you go. Okay, I saw 2. So we'll take the 9. So first is going to be Ioannes. And then it's going to be... Halfdan, did you roll?
I did. I got a 14, but I did not roll with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, roll with this. Make a second roll for me.
Well, he passed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you
I got
passed.
the-
No, I lied.
yeah.
I lied. So you said you got a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's Halfdan, and then it's Leo, then it's Ollie, and let me roll for the dang water weird.
That goddamn water weird.
That goddamn water weird, eh? Nice. So that's gonna be a 10. Sorry, please bear with me. Okay. So, Ioannes, you are first. What would you like to do?
I would like to rage for my bonus action,
Okay.
and I would like to try and break grapple for my action.
Okay.
That is...
You can roll a strength check for me. But roll it at disadvantage because you are still grappled.
Well, okay. My advantage from raging cancels that out.
Oh, okay. Then just a straight roll.
20.
Natural or dirty?
Dirty.
Okay. That is more than enough. So you are pissed, you are full of water and coughing and shit, but you managed to break out of this water weird's grasp, and you are no longer grappled. So, yeah, what would you like to do next? Keeping in mind, you are still in difficult terrain, so I believe that halves your movement.
Yeah. Let's see, do I have anything else? Bonus action, I could move, but I think that would trigger an opportunity attack.
That is correct.
So I'm gonna stay where I am, and just to give a little bit of flavor text to the rage, what you see happens is as he sort of tears himself out of this this water weird's hold, Ioannes's eyes and the medallion hanging around his neck both flare for a brief moment, a golden white light, as he breaks out of it and enters his rage.
Okay, nice. All right, anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
How close is Ioannes to the water?
Ioannes, oh yeah, did you...
I'm in melee.
You're
I
in
did
melee
not
range.
Move away from him.
Okay, all right, so you're still in
Okay.
range.
Like
all right,
within like 5 feet or so, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
usually.
Just wondering.
Can you tell Peanut I said hi?
Peanut, Claire says hi.
She looks very alarmed by what's happening.
She's about to-
Peenie!
She's about to yell probably at some poor innocent dog walking on the sidewalk.
Yeah. It would not be an Erica, well, it's not an Erica stream, but it would not be Erica on cam if there was no Peanut barking at some point during this whole adventure.
So she's
So,
probably waiting for her dinner too. Which
I
Also-
love peanut bark.
also
Peanut
so
is
valid.
great.
Halfdan, you're up.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. Ioannes, I'm just gonna hit it with a hammer. He goes and hits it with a hammer.
You're gonna
Or
hit
he's
the
try.
water weird?
Yeah, he's gonna try.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Oh, it winked at a 19 and it went to a 3. A whole 7 to
Oh,
hit.
that is such an unfortunate miss. So you swing your hammer, but this is a creature that is made up of water, and it just kind of splashes right through, and there is seemingly no effect.
I got him. My turn's over.
Anything else you
My
want to do
turn.
with your turn?
No, I'm good.
You're good? You're going to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that brings us back to the water weird, who is very upset at Halfdan for trying to take that swing at him. And he is going to now go and try to attack and constrict you. So that'll just be a straight roll. Does a 16 hit?
It actually doesn't.
It does not hit.
Yeah,
Nice.
I am wearing scale mail with a shield, and I have a +2 dexterity modifier, so I have a AC of 18.
Hell yeah, you love to see it.
Wow.
So this water weird, you've swung at this water weird, and it splashes through, and in its anger, it just turns around and makes an immediate lunge at you. But thankfully, you kind of anticipated, and you're able to just get out of the way before this water weird is able to try to take a chunk out of you. And that that will end the water weird's turn. So that's going to bring us to Leo.
Okay, I am going to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Try to freeze this boy.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, I just rolled damage. Ignore that. Sorry about that.
No worries.
That is not correct. Here we go. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay, now roll damage. Here we go. 6 damage.
All right. Then we will.
So from the tip of that quarterstaff of defense that I have, there's just like a glowing sphere of like bright blue light that then just like beams toward the water weird and like punches a hole through it made of ice.
Nice.
Or into it, I suppose.
I'm trying to think of how like we could visualize this, but this ray of frost comes out, and it's like a portion of the water weird for a brief moment turns to ice, and it's like it definitely feels that and sort of shakes itself as the ice sort of like shatters offward. But you definitely made it madge. Anything else for you?
I'm just gonna move 5 feet to my left / the map's right.
Okay.
Then I'm good.
All right. Ollie, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Ollie's having an internal battle while we're having this external battle, because he can feel the weight of this dynamite stick in his pocket, but he sees how close Ioannes and Halfdan are to this water weird, and he's like holding it, and he's like, no, I can't. He's like, what if they die? And going back and forth. And so I think in like a panic as he's figuring out how to assist his teammates, he's just gonna whip out his short bow and just take a shot at this thing.
Okay.
Preferably whatever spot that like ice frost things shard,
okay.
Wherever that was. If it created like a sensitive area, he's gonna try and aim for that. So,
okay. All right.
Let's see.
Are you close enough that it's doing to any of your allies that it's doing sneak attack? You're doing sneak attack damage.
Am I close enough to any of my allies?
Because isn't it like if you're within like 3 meters of an ally, you can add sneak attack? Please, like,
I think because
So
Go ahead,
if
Isaac.
she is, I think how it works is if the rogue is in a situation where they have advantage, on top of having advantage, they have the sneak attack damage.
Got it.
This
okay.
is once per turn I can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature I hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon if I have advantage on the attack roll. However, I don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, that enemy isn't incapacitated, and I don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
So I don't think it would be.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Yeah. Thank you.
So that that latter part means that because Ioannes and I are adjacent and we're not incapacitated, and
So
you don't have
yeah,
disadvantage,
then she
you
would.
do in fact get sneak attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you okay? So
I'm
it's-
100%
that's
sure.
what
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because
cool,
the
cool.
allies are so close. So yeah, you do get sneak attack. So go
Okay,
ahead and make
great.
your attack roll. Let's start with that, and then we'll figure out the sneak and shit.
Is 15 hit?
Sure does. Roll for damage.
Sweet. And then so am I doing damage for the short bow or just the sneak, like the for the short bow and then for the sneak attack, like one on top of the other? Is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah,
I believe
think
so. Yeah.
Okay. So first is 8.
Okay, so that's gonna be piercing damage.
Yep. And then another 8
Okay,
for sneak.
8 for sneak.
I love a sneak attack.
So you take a shot. It hits dead on. But you notice that, and even though the water weird appears to have taken damage, it is not as much as you would have expected. So it will take half of that damage. So it will equal out.
I'm imagining my arrow just like sailing through its body.
It is unfortunately resistant to piercing damage. So it will only take 8 damage from that. But hey, you know, damage is damage, as I like to say. So.
Well, and I learned something, so I'm gonna encourage my allies to move the fuck out of the way.
This is only the first encounter, Erica. Consider your options.
I cast fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room is. All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I like where I am.
No,
Okay.
Kiss it. As a bonus action, kiss it.
Kiss it.
Yeah, kiss it.
Should I?
I don't think she
Wait.
would get there on her turn with at half movement. So sadly, no kissing, no
man.
kissing today.
Oh, damn. And his hormones are crazy too. That's actually
Yeah.
whatever.
What a world,
Ollie's
right?
are.
Yeah.
Imagine if Erica had been a bard. This would have been a very different campaign.
Oh, missed opportunity.
Total missed opportunity.
Next one shot.
Oh
Next
yeah.
one, yeah.
All right. So that concludes Ollie's turns. We're back up to the top of the initiative order. Ioannes, you're up.
Okay, so Ioannes takes a big two-handed swing with his warhammer at the water weird.
Okay.
So that will be an 11.
An
I'm not sure if that hits.
11 unfortunately does not hit.
Well, then Ioannes is going to try and back up here. And get back.
Okay.
Maybe 10 feet back.
Okay.
It's a little weird, but yeah.
Okay. That's your turn.
Yep, that's
Alright.
my turn.
Okie doke. All right, Halfdan, you're up.
So to be clear, Ollie asked us to, like out loud, asked us to clear.
You're muted.
Damn it. Sorry. Ollie like shoots his short bow and he sees that it doesn't really hit the way he wants. Shit. And he's like, everyone get out of the way, get out of the way. I have an idea. And he's just hoping that you guys understand that he has a plan.
Oh heck yeah! I wish I had ideas from time to time. And he's. I'm going to use Halfling Nimbleness. I really don't know how to ping in D&D, but for the YouTube crowd, Halfling Nimbleness allows me to move through a space of any creature that is a size larger than mine. So because this is size large, I am going to go ahead and move through it. I'm going to take the dash action to move 1, 2, so 10 feet, 3, 4, so 20, 5, 6.
Now remember, you are at half you are at half movement. 'Cause you're
Yeah,
in difficult
so-
terrain. So keep that in mind.
Oh, there is a ruler function. So basically, this is 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet. That's 30.
Okay.
But I'm dashing, so I have 25 times 2
okay,
is
yeah,
50.
so you'll get a little
Yeah,
over
so I
2.
can actually go 2 more than that even.
Okay.
I'm in this corner. Oh my god, I pinged, I think.
Wow,
Nice
wow.
ping.
Good
Oh, is
ping.
this far enough? He'll shout.
That's perfect.
And that'll be his turn.
Okay. That brings us to the water weird, who has a particular interest in Ioannes and is going to
Claire, what's the water weird? And you don't have to give me a specific number, but what's its movement like?
it is it is 60 feet.
Okay, it only gets half of that because I hit it with Ray of Frost.
Okay, thank you for the heads up. I would not have known that otherwise. Not that I was planning on going that far. I am just going doot. I am gonna just hang out with my friend Ioannes here, and take another swing. He is big mad at you for trying to take that last swing, so he is going for it. And that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that is a whopping 15 bludgeoning damage on Ioannes, and you are constricted again.
Okay, because I am raging, I only take half of that.
Okay, oh, that's right.
Thank
Okay,
goodness.
so
Yeah.
you'll take 7. 7?
7!
7!
And so yeah, okay.
Okay. And you are constricted again. Just keep that in mind.
Yay.
And that is the water weird's turn. Leo, you're up.
Okay. Claire, how's it looking? Generally speaking,
It is mad. Because it's gotten some. It's taken a few licks, but it is still pissed and moving about pretty well.
okay. I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level,
Okay.
which will, if it hits, it'll be 4d8, and I'm gonna go with lightning damage this time, shock damage, if
Okay.
it hits. Let's see if it hits. 16.
16 hits.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna do 14 damage.
All 14 of that applies.
And like I said, I'm going with shock damage just to see if it does anything different than the cold damage I did last time.
So it definitely takes that, and it's hurt. It definitely now is like it has taken a beating. It takes full damage, but that is the extent of it.
Okay. That's good to know.
Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm gonna hang where I am.
Okay.
I think that's it.
All right. Ollie, what are we doing?
How hurt is how do you say it? Is it Ioannes? Oh, Ioannes?
Ioannes?
Ioannes.
Ioannes. Okay.
Ioannes,
How
I'm
hurt
sorry.
is Ioannes?
I am below half health,
Okay.
but I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Yeah, because he's raging.
Perfect. Okay. In
Oh
that case,
my god.
in that case, Ollie is gonna jump back, which there's something about my jumping, but I forget where it is. My movement. I forget. It doesn't really matter, I guess. He's just gonna jump back like, I don't know, like 10 feet or so.
Mhm.
Wherever this is. So I have a good throwing distance, if you will.
Mhm.
And he's kind of like all this is happening so quickly, and he's watching like poor Ioannes getting like beat to shit, and like Halfdan is down the corner, and thing. We're trying to hit it, and Ollie sees an opportunity after Leo has cast this lightning damage at it, and he's like, all right, this is it. So he pulls out his stick of dynamite, and he's got a little on the strap of his, like, I want to say bandolier, but I don't think that's the right word. Whatever, I don't know.
Bandolier?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I put French flavor on it.
You've been playing a lot of E33. That's it's fine. Sacre bleu, etc.
Exactly. Sous le veau. So he has a little strip on one of his like straps that's like a matchbook would have. So he takes it out and he like swipes the dynamite stick, and kind of like you see this glow happen, and he's assuming that everyone is just like horrified that he's blow everyone to smithereens. And he just fucking throws it right at this thing. He's aiming straight for its weird head, face, mouth area.
Okay.
So let me just read this for you so you have it. So,
yes, please do.
As an action, a creature can light a stick of dynamite and throw it at a point up to away. So I think I'm at what, like 20, 30?
Yeah, you're about 30 feet.
Each creature within 5 feet of that point make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw, taking 3d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
Okay. So, am I I don't even know what
I would love actually any of my DM's advice on, like, would this be an attack roll that she would ideally make in this scenario, or
how this is sorry, I just want to make sure this is the dynamite.
Yeah, this is the dynamite stick.
Just throwing a lit stick of dynamite.
What's the burn time for that?
Oh, I don't
is
think
it throw says. Is it throw on one turn, detonate the next
that's
turn?
A good that's a good question I hadn't considered.
Let's see.
From the description you read off, it did sound like it's instant, and then rather than a 2-hit roll, it was a dexterity save. Typically attacks are either an attack roll or a save, not both.
Yeah,
so,
and then there's only a description for if I wanted to rig it with a longer fuse.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Got it.
I mean, like, me personally, I don't want to rain on Erica's parade because it's a cool thing, but we're in a wet area and she's throwing it at a wet combatant, so I don't know that as soon as she throws it into the bad guy, it doesn't just fizzle out and not do anything.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Is that unhitting?
But also rule of cool, and it's dope as fuck. So also, like, do the damage.
Yeah.
I think water.
I think it's dope as fuck. Like, I think if we were playing like an actual campaign, I'd rain on your parade a little bit. But like, we're playing a one shot. Let's just have fun with it.
Literally rain on it with the water with sweat.
So yeah, that's a fair point. And thank you for the reminder, Azunti. If it requires a saving throw, it wouldn't require like an attack roll. So sorry, were you gonna say something, Azunti? I feel like I interrupted you.
They do make water-resistant fuses. I don't know if they did like in the fantasy times though.
Well, for our story, we'll say it's a water-resistant fuse.
Let's say that he won it in a game of cards against some wizard or whatever, and it's like a weirdly magical dynamite stick or something.
All right, so dexterity saving throw. What was the DC on that dex throw, Erica?
So each creature within 5 feet must make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
DC 12, okay. Ioannes, you will make that at disadvantage because you're restricted.
Right, yep. Okay.
Also, sorry in advance, Ioannes.
That's fine.
The water weird rolled a 23. It rolled a natural 20.
Really annoying.
I rolled a 10.
Oh!
So this is about to go bad.
I'm about to kill my teammate and do nothing to the water weird.
It's only 3d6. It can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Is it half on a successful save?
It's half on a successful save, yeah.
Sorry.
So it'll still do damage. I know some...
Is that what you needed?
Sorry? Oh,
Sorry.
you throw
I
the
clicked by accident, but I don't know if that's what you needed or not.
yeah, that's 3d6. That's fine. Yeah, some DMs if the combatant rolls a natural 20 on the save, like it'll be no damage, but I'm not that mean. So, it'll just be half damage. So that will do 7 damage, and honestly, because Ioannes is raging, it still only does half damage for him as well. So, still only 7
That makes me
damage.
feel a little better.
I'm now at a quarter of my health.
All right, everyone, just hold on to your butts. The water weird is definitely looking hurt. Like its form is holding together, but it's definitely looking like it's taking more effort for it to maintain its form. So that brings us back up to the top of the initiative order. Ioannes, you are up. Would you like, if you can take an attack at disadvantage if you want, or you can try to escape? Up to you.
Sorry, say it again.
You have 2 options essentially. You can try to make a strength save to get out of the grapple or the constriction, or you can take an attack at disadvantage. It's up to you.
I am gonna try and get out of the constriction.
Okay. So roll a strength check for me.
So that would be an 11. I don't think that's good enough.
That is unfortunately not enough. I'm not sure if you're able to do anything else on your turn, but I will still check with you if so.
It's gonna be a great time if the tank gets knocked unconscious in the first combat.
You're raging, right? You can do
Yeah.
I think you do strength checks with advantage.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
With advantage.
Well.
All right. So is that your turn, Ioannes?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Halfdan, you're up.
Halfdan is maybe a little too overzealous with how far he moved, so he's only going to move this far.
Fair enough.
But he does have a ranged spell, just like before. Twirling black and gray mists escape. Well, actually, it's underwater because he's just a head above water right now. But
you're about chest. You're at like your chest up, so you have a little more room than you think.
He lifts his hand above his arm above water, and then out of the arm comes that whirly stuff, and he's going to cast Chill Touch with a 21 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
That will do 6 necrotic damage.
Kill it.
And you can see it kind of forms a misty hand of swirling black and gray smoke that just kind of is crawling on it and like giving it a noogie as best it can.
I love that. So as this sort of necrotic thing starts to crawl all over the water weird, it's like snapping and biting and almost like, you know, trying to get at whatever it is that's kind of attacking it, and it's clearly like in pain. It is feeling the hurt here, and it is now really struggling to maintain its form. Anything else on your turn, Halfdan?
That's it.
All right. That's going to bring us to the water weird, who is going to make a beeline for you, Halfdan. And Ioannes, you're technically included in this. You're being dragged along as part of it. Sorry about that. And it is going to take a swing at you. And that is a 22 to hit.
That does hit. Halfdan says, "Bring it on, you piece of spit."
So it like lashes out with like its water jaws to try to take a bite out of you, and it is going to do 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, I'll take it to the face.
All right. And that is going to be the Water Weird's turn. So that brings us to Leo.
Okay, I am casting first level magic missile. So auto hits, and I get 3d4 plus 1
Hit me with it.
of each one of those damages. So 3 plus 4 plus 3, so 10 damage.
10 damage. This thing is on its last legs. It is barely keeping its form together. It is gnashing and thrashing around. It is all forms of mad, but definitely, starting to feel some hurt here. So we are going I'm sorry, Leo, anything else in your turn?
No, I just angrily shake my quarterstaff in its general direction and say, 200 gold piece boots!
I fucking love it. All right. That will take us then to Ollie. What are you doing?
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
First, so I was wondering when Leo had casted that lightning damage, like, is there a world where that would have damaged the rest of us who are standing in water and got like electrified? No, it doesn't work like that. Okay.
Good question, but no. Unless it
super targeted.
Yeah, unless it like clarifies that, I think in the spell itself, then no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Good question.
I mean, I know we wouldn't have done anything like retroactive. Curious.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Ollie's. I mean, he's kind of had his big move. He's sort of useless now. He might,
Yeah, this moment it's done. GG's.
I know, literally. What is he gonna do? I mean, he could fucking shoot his bow again, I guess. What's my? Hold on. Let's see if am I still able to make a sneak attack because Ioannes and Halfdan are still right there again?
Sure are. Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna try that again. I'll move like just a little closer so I have a more direct line of sight.
Okay.
And then let's see here. I rolled a 9 to hit.
You rolled
Feels low.
Unfortunately, a 9 does not hit.
Which is kind of funny because like I'm just picturing him. He was so excited about his dynamite stick and he thought that was gonna be end game, and then he watched the thing is just like still like kicking, and his shoulders just kind of sag because again he's like 20 and he has not been in like a whole lot of battles, and so he's like he has a different idea of how this is gonna go, and so then he takes out his short bow again and he shoots it, and it just like careens off into the distance, and he's just like, fucking A.
Everyone's having a day, it just happens. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Just pout.
All right, and yeah, pouting is a free action, so
Great.
Sounds
overpowered.
Right. All right. Well, that's going to bring us back up to the top of the order. And Ioannes, what are you doing?
Try to break out again.
All right, go for it, boss.
15.
What does it look like as you're breaking out of for the second time from this motherfucker?
So yeah, again, I'm just sort of somehow grabbing into it and just tearing myself out.
Okay. So there's a... Sorry, go ahead.
And I will probably end up over here somewhere.
Okay. So you're basically, it's almost like, you're scrambling in like a, spinning geyser of water, but with this water weird starting to lose its form, you are finding it much easier to sort of, pry your way out, and you sort of just like just manage to, and you sort of fall back into this murky, gross-ass water, and you are now free. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm getting... Let me see how far I can... I'm getting as far away from it as I can, which according to the ruler thing is about here.
Okay. All right, very good.
So,
We move on then to Halfdan. What are you doing?
Halfdan's gonna swing at it with his Warhammer. He's gonna say, "All right, guy, it's time for you to stop. It's time for you to go down." And he's gonna roll. Is that a nat 1? No, that's a 7. So still an 11 to hit.
That, unfortunately, does not hit.
It splashes through him again. He's like, "I got him again."
This is so great for me. All right, anything else you'd like to do?
Nah, I'm done.
All right. Well, that's going to take us back to this water weird. He real mad at you. He real mad at you for taking that swing. So he's going in for the bite.
Uh-oh.
Oof, and that is a natural 1.
Ooh, rough.
So he makes a lunge, and it is, with it being as injured as it is just not being very conscientious. It is just not, it's almost like just like blind rage reacting at this point. So in its anger, it sort of lunges past you, and with that nat 1 on the water weird's part, I will allow you to take an opportunity attack swing on it if you would like.
Okay.
You see an opening and you go in for that swing.
Oh, and again then, huh? This time an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll for damage.
8. It is bludgeoning damage.
Halfdan, describe what it looks like as you essentially pulverize this water weird into oblivion.
I think that's exactly right. He just keeps swinging the hammer. He says, "This is for my sister Dakota, and my brother Dylan, and David, and Derek, and Dominic, and Dean, and Desmond, and Devin, and Dorian, and Blotto!" And he slams one last slam into him.
As this all is happening, the water weird essentially just, there is this big splash as it sort of just returns into the water. And we find ourselves, it becomes just Halfdan just splashing up the water all of around him. And it has now become essentially silent again in the crypt, aside from the usual hissing and stuff and the splashing of his hammer hitting the water.
And we're all just covered in like gross water.
And you are covered in shit and muck.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Leo, how does it feel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
it
brother.
soak in. Yeah.
Brother.
Okay.
Ioannes staggers over to this wall and is still just sort of coughing and sputtering from breaking out of the water weird. And it's just like, I fucking hate this place.
So wildly fair. So the bubbles that you had initially seen, sort of like you see them bubbling as the water weird has dissipated, and eventually the bubbles just sort of cease. And the path ahead is now clear for you to proceed. But before we do proceed, you guys want to take a quick break? 5-10 minutes?
Yes, please.
Stretch
Yes,
your legs, all that
perfect.
good stuff? Cool. Let's do that. I need to refill my water anyway.
Claire, I'm gonna poopy my pants if you don't let me.
What, in your dragon
kid now?
in your dragon leather robes or whatever?
Okay, dragon leather, sure.
Oh man, I hope he didn't get his Dragon D's nuts dirty.
Me as well.
I hate it here.
No, I have a spell of warding on them. On the crown jewels, just to keep all of it off.
Jesus Christ.
Should I roll a d12? We can find out
keep
how
'em
big my
shiny.
character's hog is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have
You want me to?
Yeah.
I'd
do
be
it.
offended if you didn't.
D12, here we go. Oh god, I hope it goes well. I'm not adding anything. Wow!
7?
Okay.
7.
Good for Leo.
You know, that's
Like-
respectable, Leo.
Big, but not like too big.
Yeah.
You know?
Like just above average. We love that. We love that.
What do you think a halfling rolls? Like a D6, D8,
D20. D20 for sure.
D20? All right, here we go.
D20 for sure.
Here we go. Here we go.
How
Roll
big's
to
the
everyone.
hog?
I hate it here.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
Holy!
Oh my god!
Halfdan
Incredible.
is packing.
How tall is Halfdan?
You know, I didn't give him specific dimensions, but I think halflings are typically 2 to 3 feet tall.
It's down to the floor.
I got a fucking Drano snake.
Yeah, you have a fucking snake you are dragging with you, sir.
Tucked into your boot for safekeeping.
I've got it tied around my thigh.
That
It's a Saiyan tail.
yeah, seriously, you just wrap that around your
Jesus.
waist. Holy shit.
Don't forget to like and subscribe
Yeah.
while you're
Like
on
and
this YouTube
subscribe.
Isaac, have you returned?
Yes, I have.
All right. Is everyone ready to get back into it?
Ew, what are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Stuart.
All right. So, we're back. We have just ended combat. What do you do?
Halfdan's gonna make his way over to Ioannes, slowly and moving through the muck. And he will you'll only really see like splashing around underneath because he's going through his bag. But he pulls out through the water. He pulls out a little vial, and it's got a little tiny like miniature plastic goat in it. I guess plastic doesn't exist. I guess pewter, so it's poisonous. I guess this concoction. Anyway, it's a healing potion, and he's gonna offer it to Ioannes. It does 2d4 plus 2 healing.
Ooh, thank you, Halfdan.
It's a brew I'm working on. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a brewer,
Plus
and
4.
this one's called Speckled Goat.
So a 2d4 plus 4, or
I think it's plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2.
okay, plus 2. Okay.
It's
So
just
go
a
ahead and roll
common.
that.
It's my common magic item.
Whee. I regain 6 hit points.
All right.
for that.
Nice.
Go ahead and pop that back onto your sheet. Excuse me.
All right. That being said, Ioannes is still below half, so he is going to take a break from being the point man for a bit.
Fair enough.
It's honestly fair.
Halfdan, are you going to lead the charge, or is the pecking
yeah,
order
I
we
can-
have kind of where we're going to keep it? Okay.
Works for me.
All right. What are we doing? We moving forward? What's the game plan?
Yeah, I have no issue with that. I'll lead us along.
Moving on up. All right.
I've been over in this area anyway, and nothing attacked me, so feeling confident.
You all find
Ooh.
yourselves in
A drain. Good thing we have a snake.
yeah, a drain. Exactly. You find yourselves in a dark rotunda. Glossy urns, cinerary boxes line these vaulted walls, and the air in here has been cold and damp, but it suddenly drops. And you all can look down to see mist escaping from your lips with each breath. And the torchlight here seems to dim and flicker with this oppressive cold. And it's
Reminds
silent.
me of home.
And for a moment, it's quiet. And then you start to hear something.
Oh,
Well,
that's unsettling.
Hey, Halfdan, out of curiosity, and I can't believe I'm asking this, but what's that eyeball doing?
Oh, I don't know. Quarterdan, what's going on? He'll
Quarterdan.
look down.
You actually, so you pull out the eyeball, and the eyeball is actually pointing back towards the entrance. So it has led you here.
but it's not going to lead us farther than getting here.
As you all are considering this, you begin to see a ghostly figure drifting in the center of this room. A ghostly humanoid figure, and it wears plate armor. But where a head should be, you see only a featureless, like, luminescent orb. Its body turns to face you as you all enter this rotunda. And its form is sort of floating in this rhythmic kind of like back and forth as it fixes what is presumably its gaze on you.
Do not touch that. Don't. I look at you two over at you two. Don't.
Ollie's like, put his hand is like going back to his pocket.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
The entity kind of draws closer. It is a rare thing to see here. Those that are still warm. Please come closer. What do you do?
Halfdan looks to Leo for approval to move forward.
Leo just puts his head into his hand and like nods. Yeah, sure.
Can Ollie sniff it?
Make what kind of check can I ask for this?
I just want to sniff it while it's kind of turned away from me, just to see if it has like a. I just want
Are
to
you a
sniff it.
dog? You're smelling its butt?
Well.
You know what? Sure. Make an investigation check.
Only 10.
It smells like cold, damp earth. You're in a catacomb. It smells like that.
I quickly take my boots off and pour them out, by the way.
There is a very obvious sloshing sound as this happens, and the featureless orb head sort of like jerks in the direction of this sloshing stink water.
They're brand new. So just, and then I pull the boots back on.
Does it catch me sniffing it?
It does, but it says nothing.
Okay, I'm just gonna like sheepishly just be like shrugging and just checking. It doesn't smell weird. I'm like anything weirder than, cold, death, and decay. It's kind of par for the course.
Halfdan will take a step closer to it and will say, "I'm not allowed to touch you, but I'll be your friend."
was once swarm like you, full of blood and meat and bones. But death is cruel when the gods turn their backs. I wander these halls in search of my name. But every name etched in these stones is but scratches and lines that mean nothing to me. Until I know my name, death denies me my rest.
At that sort of disparaging comment toward the gods, Ioannes's grip on his warhammer tightens ever so slightly, and his other hand sort of instinctively goes to his medallion.
As you go for your medallion, the ghost looks as much as it can look over at you again. Pretty clear plated armor body, featureless head. Acknowledges you and acknowledges that, you know, it is aware that there's something, you know, to what it said, that it has affected you in some way. To be in this prison between life and oblivion means that my only hope is in the kindness of strangers. Find me my name, and I will tell you what lurks in these dark places.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're honestly happy to help. What's your name? Is it Halfdan?
No, that's your name.
That could be his name, too. I don't know.
But you know that your name's not common, Halfdan. It's not even Dan.
Actually, technically, it's Daniel. When I was just a boy, my brother ran me over in the ATV. You know, that just ended up being a big challenge. They had to scoop out half my brain. That's why they call me Halfdan.
An all tornado vortex?
No, a trained velociraptor. Do you not have those around here?
No, not in many years. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Did it escape from the park?
No, we like to ride them sometimes from my hometown.
What's the name of your hometown again?
Whisk.
Whisk.
Well, it's on the River Sin, so sometimes people call it Whisk on Sin.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Just kidding. I actually love this so much. I'm never gonna leave. Whisk on Sin.
Whisk on Sin. I didn't think I was going to be able to do both of those back to back. I'm pretty pleased about that.
He had already told me about those, and I was really hoping it was never going to get to that point. I'm a little mad it did.
I am not mad at all.
Of course you're not. Of course you're not. This is your dream, right? This is your dream.
This is my dream.
Just gonna go ahead and update therapy to twice next week.
So, full disclosure, with half a brain, Halfdan is not going to be able to figure out this riddle, I don't think. So I lead you guys
Just to clarify.
So the ghost. I don't know if you can. Can you see me ping? Can you see me pinging?
Oh yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yep.
The ghost then lifts its hand, and it points to here, where you see this, a set of sloping steps, and here, where you see a second set of sloping steps.
And is there anything, if I get a little close, well, I guess I'm close enough to be able to sniff it. Is there anything familiar or notable about the armor?
About the armor,
Yeah,
not
or its outfit.
it's a ghost, so it's kind of like its form is very, translucent and wispy, so it's hard for you to make anything out at present, so not particularly.
Okay.
I got it. Your name is Stairs. Steps?
The ghost says nothing and just kind of floats there.
Why can you not just tell us your name?
This place is cursed. Something heavy lives here. Operates
Is this
with impunity.
Is this like a hangman situation? Could we do like a blank and we like do a letter, and if we get it right, then you like give us an ethereal thumbs up, and if it's wrong, then you can like add a body part, sort of a deal.
Staircase.
Well,
The
probably
ghost
not staircase.
Alistair.
The ghost instead
Alistair.
just points again at these two sets of stairs and says again, "Find me my name."
Seems like a really cool way to split the party.
I mean, you don't have to split, like, it's pointing to places you can go all together, or like, it's totally up to you.
Halfdan's gonna inspect the stairs for anything on the stairs. He
So
still
like
hasn't
up here
put it
on
together.
the like the what would you call it, like the northwest stairs?
Northwest stairs, yeah.
Okay. You will walk up those stairs. Whoops. And the stairs lead you into a tomb. And the smell of old parchment fills this tomb. Is anyone else
Halfdan-
following him?
I am.
Okay.
I am going to I'm going to bring up the rear and just watch the staircase.
Okay.
Ollie's gonna wait until everyone's out of view, and then he's gonna try and take the body of the the ghost, even though Leo very explicit not to touch it.
Like,
He just
just
wants to
try to
see.
run a hand through it?
Yeah, just like here he sniffed it, so he eliminated that potential danger. So he's gonna try and just see if he can take.
As you run your hand through it, your hand becomes almost unbearably cold in the moment that it kind of moves through the form. You won't take any damage, but your hand, like, you know how, like, if you put, like, an ice pack on it for too long, like, it gets, like, red in it, like, you
Yeah.
have that sensation as if you've kept, like, an ice pack on your hand for too long.
Okay, and he just goes, "Oh shit," and then
From-
he'll follow everyone.
From the room next, like from up the stairs, you hear Leo call out, "What did I say?
I'm fine. I didn't even do anything. I'm fine.
Why'd you say shit? Huh? Why? What happened? What'd you do?"
I tripped.
Oh no, fell on the ghost.
I accidentally fell into the ghost. God, so mean.
Thank you, ghost.
This ghost is a narc.
Ollie, are you okay? You got a scuffed knee?
No, I'm fine. It'll pass. I'm good. Thank you.
So Halfdan and Leo, you enter this tomb and you immediately are met with the smell of old parchment, and you see bookshelves everywhere with various tomes and the scholarly implements standing up against the walls. And at the center of this room is a stone gold-plated sarcophagus The sides of which, or on one side in particular, bear this beautiful carving of two women exploring a forest together. And on the foot of this sarcophagus, there is an inscription. And it says, Michaelia Cianadel, beloved wife, esteemed mage, forever learning. Is there anything you'd like to do in this room?
I want to see if I can sense any, like, enchantments. There's, like, any active magic going on in here.
Okay. Why don't you make an Arcana check for me?
So. I got a 10.
Nothing really stands out at you. There could be maybe minor spells and enchantments, but not anything that, would really draw attention to an esteemed sorcerer such as yourself.
Hey, Halfdan, come and move the sarcophagus lid.
You got it, bud. And how tall is this thing?
It's I would say that, like, as you approach it, it's about chest level with you.
I'm gonna do my best to move this thing.
You're gonna like the lid. You're gonna try to move the lid off.
Yeah, that's
The lid.
The lid.
Sorry.
All right. Make a strength check for me.
athletics. Can I interest you in an athletics check?
This is a very heavy, like,
Okay.
stone sarcophagus. There's nothing athletic about it.
Can I give the help action?
What is the help? Can you explain the help action to me?
I believe it effectively lets him roll with advantage, if I remember correctly. Let me double check.
I think so. That
Yep.
sounds right.
Advantage on their next ability or attack roll.
Okay, sure. Then yeah, go ahead and roll that with advantage.
How do I roll an advantage? Roll in
You just
D&D
roll
Beyond.
twice.
Just roll twice. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
The first is a 19.
Okay.
That's the
Good.
fourth 7 I've rolled. The second is a 9.
Let's go with the.
Okay.
Seems better.
So, Halfdan, you get in there, and it takes some work. You are pushing with all. There is no reason that the halfling should be the one trying to push a lid off of our sarcophagus, but you're doing it.
Use your knees. Push with your knees.
So,
Oh, my legs are pretty much all knee.
so you push off this lid. And the lid slides. It does not slide off all the way. You eventually, like, you kind of hit a metaphorical wall. You are still who you are. But the lid slides back just enough to reveal a long dead corpse, skeleton, dressed in dusty but very beautifully engraved robes. In one hand, skeletal hand, you see a scroll, and in the other is a potion of healing.
Oh,
We should probably
nice.
Get that potion to Ioannes.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna if you could, and Leo walks up and he just starts very gently removing the robe to take it.
Hold on, we're not that kind of party.
Oh, did you hear? I think someone said your name, Dan, down at the rotunda.
Oh, yeah, give me the potion. I'll take it to Ioannes.
Yeah, I handed over to him.
And I'll go down to the rotunda and hand him the potion.
I'm gonna move Ollie. Ollie is he was kind of like watching that from down here. Like he couldn't really see much, but he's like hearing that happening in there, and he's sort of like slowly meandering
Okay,
over here. He's not
Okay.
doing anything quite yet, but
fair enough.
he has ADHD and he's getting bored.
Okay.
Which is that's not a thing at like he is like in the rotunda, and he's just like, huh, I wonder what's over here. I wonder what's the other way that he's pointing to.
Is there anything else, Leo, that you are doing in this room?
Oh yeah, once I've got the robes, then I'm also gonna grab the note out of the skeleton's hand and pop that bad boy open and read it up and with my little brain.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Can you make another Arcana check for me?
I sure can.
So I got another potion out of that.
Yep.
Got an 18 this time.
Okay.
Is it,
Sorry. Go ahead,
is it
Isaac.
is it another of the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
Just let me know what you roll.
I got 10 out of this one.
All right, cool. Then add 10
Hey, full
hit points back.
disclosure, we didn't check that for red die 40, so just like we don't know.
So you rolled an 18, good roll. So you investigate this, you see that this is a scroll of protection from evil and good.
Okay, I'm just gonna pocket that. Do I get anything off of the robes? Like, am I getting any, like, these are enchanted with, like, a spell of being a cool guy?
No, the robes are, these robes appear mostly decorative in nature. You know, something that is put on a loved one in death, but not really meant for anything beyond that.
Okay, are they, like, cooler than what I'm currently wearing?
What are you currently wearing?
I'm wearing, like, I got my adventure clothes on, so I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, these
they
are
cooler?
definitely very, very, very nice robes. So yeah, you'd say that, they're definitely, maybe a couple, they're a few seasons older, but,
Vintage.
it's a vintage. Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh
It's a
my God,
vintage,
this
but
is- oh my! I can't believe that this is a Spell Weaver 2073. Oh my God, this is incredible. He just quickly beats on him like you would a rug to get the dust and mustiness out, and then he just puts them on and he walks back down the stairs and he's like, "How's everybody doing?"
Oh, hey man, I like your dress.
Well, thank you. Actually, I'll take thank you.
okay. So Leo is now wearing some fancy new get-ups.
Yes.
And so you all return to the rotunda, the main room.
One more time, what did the inscription say?
The inscription said, Michaelia Cyanidel, beloved wife, esteemed mage, forever learning.
Ghost, is your name Michaelia Cyanidel?
The ghost is quiet for a moment. And then it kind of floats a bit back and forth. That name sings to me in a voice buried in my heart. I know it, yet I wander with hands outstretched. Always she eludes me.
Okay, so it's not you, it's somebody that you were chasing? Maybe the person who killed you? I don't know. Did any of you go and check out the other room?
So I was gonna say, Ollie's kind of wandering in this hallway down here. He kind of hears you all sort of piling out of this other room, and he's kind of making his way downtown, walking fast.
All right, so you're gonna enter that other room.
Yeah.
I will follow her and again take a post.
Hey, if there's cool stuff, give it to me.
If there's
I'll save you a spot in the grave robbing number 2.
Grave robbing 101.
2 robbing, yeah.
All right. a stone cold Steve Austin.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh, wait, no, that's
Final
all.
boss.
Yeah, that we made the final boss. Can you believe it? Spoiler alert. Sorry, guys. A stone gold. I almost did it again. A stone gold painted sarcophagus rests at the center of this particular tomb. Hold on, I gotta make sure that we can see it perfect. The sides of this sarcophagus bear another carving of two women gazing lovingly over a field and a city. The lid has a family crest on it, and the walls are lined with old weapons and decorated armor.
Is the family crest something that Ollie has seen in his travels before?
Make a history check.
That is a 22.
That is pretty damn good. Yes, you do recognize this. This is the crest of the Hallwinter family, House Hallwinter. You are definitely familiar with the name. There have been many esteemed knights and warriors of that line that have lived and served throughout the Sword Coast. It's a pretty well-known name. It would be like the Kennedys or the Bidens or the Obamas or whatever.
Okay, but specifically like notable like battle people.
Correct. Yeah, this is a family of warriors specifically.
And what's the name again?
Hallwinter.
Hallwinter. Okay. Let's see. There's a family crest. There was the portrait of the carving of the two women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was there another thing?
There's the sarcophagus itself. There's a lot of weapons and stuff hanging along the walls. That's kind of the gist of what you're seeing here. Do you want to keep searching this room?
I do, but Ollie's sort of kind of looking at the carvings, taking in all the weapons on the wall, is pretty confident that this is too heavy for him to move to try to open. So he's well, can I take a look at the weapons? Can I see if there's anything interesting to me there before I call to
make
hefty backup?
Make a perception check for me. Everything here is rusted, looks like shit. You really can't tell one way or the other what's going on in here. It's just, it looks like just a bunch of rusted old junk to you.
Okay. Ollie's gonna call out to the rest of his party to say, hey, any of you know any Hallwinter? Also, anybody with muscles, could you make your way to tomb number 2, please?
Tomb number 2.
Ioannes enters. I could try. I don't think he knows anything about those guys, but maybe, I don't know.
Do you want to make that history check?
Sure.
Yeah, make the check.
Nothing in history. Yay.
Am I able to?
Make the history check?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone who wants to make the history check, go for it.
I got a natural 20.
I got a natural 1.
I'm not sure how a natural 20 will translate to someone who spent the majority of their life in a random farming village. So.
I mean, again, this is a very familiar name along the Sword Coast. But with that natural 20, you definitely recognize the crest. And as you kind of survey the rest of this sarcophagus, you're pretty sure you recognize one of the women along the side of this carving as one of the Hallwinters as well.
So a Hallwinter family tomb, perhaps. part of it. All right, I'm gonna sidle up and try to help open this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make that strength check for me. And you are Barb, so go ahead and make it an advantage. You're a strong boy.
Dirty 20.
That fucker slides right off. And you slide it back, and you are able to reveal, yet again, surprise, a long dead corpse in rusted but familiar plate armor. She, in one hand, is like a sword with a name engraved along the hilt. And then in the other hand is like a small chest. Like a small hand chest.
Okay. I'm gonna grab both of those, and I'm gonna start making my way down.
Which one do you grab first?
The sword.
Okay. So you're gonna grab the sword, and then you're gonna grab the you're
The
grabbing the
chest.
sword and then the chest at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as soon as you grab that chest, you feel a bite.
Oh boy.
Baby mimic.
Chomp. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
You get a nice big old chomp and a surprise mimic. Because of course I had to fucking do it. When am I gonna get a chance again, you know? So
Is this like a puppy mimic? Because it's like within this it's like I'm imagining like a small like chihuahua mimic as a chest.
yes, it's like a little baby mimic, but it takes a chomp. So sorry, did you say that the 17 hits? You said?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And that is going to do 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Or excuse me, piercing damage. That was silly. And plus 5 points of acid damage. And
Hooray.
it is now adhered to you. It is like chomped down. It is chomped down and it is attached to your arm.
Ioannes is
and
having a rough go.
so I need Ioannes, Ollie, and Leo, who are all in this vicinity, to roll initiative.
Claire, can you turn down the music just a tad?
Yes.
Thank you.
Please hold. Which one is the right button for you? Did that work?
I did not notice a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Please hold. Better?
Oh, much
Yeah.
better. Thank you.
There we go. Yep.
I was a 12, by the way.
You were at 12.
Looks like Leo's a 13.
Yes, 13 for me.
Okay, so what did you roll, Ioannes?
Oh. No. I rolled a natural 1.
Womp
That
womp.
was 3. Initiative.
Okay, so let's see. So then it's Leo, and then it's Ollie, and then it is Ioannes.
Claire, can you do me a favor real quick before we start?
Sure.
Can you, or well, just as you start, can you just describe in a more detailed way what it looks like to have this thing latched onto Ioannes's arm?
So
I just want to be very clear.
totally fine. So you are looking at, this is probably the size of an Amazon box, an Amazon package. You know, it's not very big. This is not like a full-grown mimic, but it's a decent enough size. Maybe better description is maybe the size of like a Shih Tzu. Let's say that. And with it biting down, it's in the shape of this chest, and you just see the jaws come out, and the jaws have just clamped down on Ioannes's arm. So it's like he could like wave his arm around with it attached if you wanted to.
Is there a tongue involved?
There is a tongue, but the tongue is currently in its mouth.
Eric, are you a freak?
Yeah.
I'm
What
just
that tongue
planning my moves. I'm just checking. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so sorry. What is the turn order here?
I think that's me. So the mimic just took its turn. It is now Leo, and then Ollie, and then Ioannes. So Leo, you're up.
Firebolt, baby.
Firebolt. Okay,
Ooh.
let's do it.
It's a cantrip, so rolling to hit. Oh boy, natural 1.
Yep, that misses. That misses wildly.
You know what? I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage.
Okay.
So I can roll that one more time. You, if you want. Oh no, it has to be a fur. You can make me. The next time that I roll a first level or higher spell, you can have me roll on the Wild Magic Surge table if you want. That is up to you, DM.
I don't even know how or what I would do with that, and it's a one shot, so I'm gonna just pretend I didn't hear the words that came out of your mouth.
Okay. Rolling with advantage. Mother Hecker, I got a 9.
Yep, that does not hit, I'm afraid. Sorry, bro.
A fistful of flames fires past my friends and flings itself ferociously into the ferules at the far end of the funicular.
Yeah, I will say with that nat 1, it is definitely going to just one of those firebolts just brushes over Ollie's head. So Ollie, you have a couple of singed hairs now.
No, it's not two. It's not two separate ones. It's just.
Oh,
one
it's just the
because
one. Okay, you're right. You're right.
One.
Well, it's just it's still just a miss. So we're gonna say so. You know, sorry, Ollie, you have some singed. Your bangs are a little singed.
Jesus, I just grew these.
Ollie, that haircut's fire.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Leo?
How will I woo the Tavern Maidens?
No, I'm gonna stick where I am.
Okay. Then Ollie, what are we doing?
I'm wondering about a thing, but I don't know. Like, I've not used it enough, if at all, to know if it's like a doable thing. So I'll defer to you / the DMs here. But the influence action, like, could I use my there's an ability for charisma here for deception to try and deceive a monster or like get it to do something, and I'm wondering if I could use that or to
Can you read what it says to me?
Yeah. And essentially I'll just say that what I'm trying to do is very like physically do an action. I'm gonna see if I could try to be like here boy, like get off of Ioannes's.
Okay.
I don't know if this will work or not. It says action but make a charisma (parentheses deception, intimidation, performance, or persuasion or wisdom check to alter a creature's attitude. The influence action, you monster something, which is a mimic, I think, considered a monster.
I think so. Yeah, it's a monstrosity.
Okay.
Also, is it just me, or are we losing bits and pieces of Erica's audio?
Yeah, it cuts in and out a little bit. It hasn't been too bad yet, but yeah, I am losing the occasional word here and there.
Shoot, do you want me to... hop out of the disc and back in for a sec and just see if that helps?
If it gets really bad, we'll do that. But I'm not
Okay.
super worried about it right now. Just
You're getting enough?
yeah, I'm getting enough. If it changes, I'll let you know.
Okay, alright. Let's see. With the influence action, you urge a monster to do something. Describe or roleplay how you're communicating with the monster. What are you trying to do? The DM then determines whether the monster feeling hesitant due to your interaction. This determination establishes whether an ability check is necessary as explained below. And then it describes for each if it's willing, unwilling, or...
Okay, you know what? Let's do.
This is from the new rule set.
Oh.
Is it? Oh, I thought I had unchecked that. I'm so sorry.
That's
Okay.
okay. I was like, this
I
doesn't
was
sound
like-
familiar.
I was like, I do not know this.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is for
Oh.
2024.
Rule though. I like that rule a
It's
lot.
a cool.
It's
It's a cool
cool.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll
I think you
scratch
got to.
that then.
I think you got to roll a cool with that to a
Yeah.
certain degree.
I
think
you know
it's
what?
cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
what I was gonna say was this was make because you want to do like a here boy kind of thing.
Yeah. And
So
there's a couple options on here if there's one that makes the most sense of what to roll for. If you want to, there's like a little table. I don't know
okay,
if you wanted me to read those.
sure.
So like the wisdom ability check would be for like animal handling to gently coax a beast or monstrosity. I could persuade the monster. Some of these say a monster that understands you, so I don't know how that nuance is like
Okay.
clarified. I could try to deceive it, persuade it, amuse it, intimidate it, or gently coax it. So
For this
basically,
scenario,
just
so you're trying to be like a, here boy, to like kind of distract it. Let's say
in like a
that
panicked
this-
way. Yes.
Yeah, let's say this is a deception check. And basically we're going to make this into a roll off. So you're going to roll a deception check. And I will roll a charisma saving throw. And whoever has the higher roll determines the outcome.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your deception check.
That is an 18.
That is a good ass roll. And the mimic rolled a 3. So it has a -1. So it perks up. So what is it you're actually doing with this deception check?
So I see it like latch onto Ioannes. Ollie's mind. He's like, ah, fuck, poor Ioannes, not again. And so he's like, let me pretend like, so one of the like purposeless, if you will, items that I have on me is I think I have like 10 like different colored vials. They don't do anything, but I just have. And I'm like, maybe I could like get him to think this is like a treat or something. And so he's like, here boy, come over here, mimic. Like, look what I. And then I don't know if I should throw it or not. If that would be a separate action, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Whatever
throwing it would
abilities.
be. I would say throwing it would be an action.
I
so,
agree. Okay, so I'll just be like holding it and like shaking it, treat or something. To
Okay.
be like, look at the shiny thing. Come
Okay.
over here.
So the mimic will catch his sight of that. Just see, ooh, shiny. And will unlatch itself from Ioannes and start making its way towards you. I will say.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You might say it, so go ahead.
He was not going to take an action yet. It's just going to start heading towards you, and that will be like kind of where we leave it.
Is he like moving, or like he's just sort of like
he's
I'm just
moving
wondering if that
towards
gives
you.
Ioannes an opportunity attack or not? Does that
Oh yeah, good call. So yeah, you guys are essentially just on other sides of the sarcophagus, so you're not very far away from each other. He's not going to get far. The mimic is not going to get far enough away from Ioannes to trigger an opportunity attack. I would roll.
Okay.
So we'll say it jumps off him and it is like locked on what you're holding.
Great. Except not great for me,
Yeah.
but great. I helped at my own expense.
You helped at your own expense, yes. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
If possible, I guess I'd like to try and move out of the way since we're in such close quarters. If I still have movement.
Okay. So
know if
let's
that'll fuck it
say,
up.
just so that we don't trigger an opportunity attack, you are moving and you're saying, here, boy, at the same time. So, like, this
Yeah.
is all happening at once. So then it sort of triggers that it gets off of him and starts kind of, like, leaning in towards you.
Okay, yeah, because Ollie's whole thing is like, oh, let me distract and, like,
Right.
run the fuck away. But, yeah, okay.
All right, cool. Ioannes, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my my hammer and try to squish it.
Try to squish it. Okay. Roll an attack.
Uh, 12 to hit.
12 just hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
So 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay. Cool. So you swing your hammer and just plop right on top of this guy, off of this mimic, and it's like, ooh. The frick? Which one of you did that? Scared me half to death.
We had Apostle join.
My bad. A loop is ending.
Toon, you scared the shit out of me. Jesus Christ.
Hi, Toon.
Hi, Toon. Wait, where?
Sorry, I was just curious what was going on here. I forgot I had a sound that was gonna play when I joined.
We are doing the D&Ds, the D&D session, the one shot that I had promised some of these fine folks. So we have been going through that. We're a few hours in.
Sorry for the disruption. Carry on.
You're fine. Thanks, bro. Thanks for scaring the pants off me.
Hi, dude.
Wait, so where what? Okay, so you smacked it, you hit, slap, it makes a little squeal. Didn't like that very much. What else you doing?
I'm gonna try and move a little further away.
Okay. Sounds good. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. Then it is going to make a beeline for Erica. And it is going to make another bite attack. Or, I'm sorry, it's going to make a beeline for Ollie. And that's a 20 to hit.
Oh dear, I think that hits. Am I comparing that to?
You cut out there at the end. What was that?
Is that armor class?
Yep, armor class.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. So that will be 7 points of piercing damage and 7 points of acid damage. So it takes a nice big bite out of you. And that is. Go ahead.
Where is it? Is it latched onto like my hand? That was
it is not latched on. It just took a bite out of you.
Okay.
Is like it took a bite, and now it's like it took a bite as it's trying to get to the vial, essentially.
Okay. All right.
And that will be the mimic's turn. So that takes us to Leo.
And I apologize for the pronunciation. Is it Azunti?
It is. Thank you.
Is he able to get in?
He can if he wants to. If he Halfdan, do you hear the commotion and start making your way towards us? What are you feeling?
So I feel like if Halfdan was just left to his own devices down here, he's just gonna be guessing. Like, is it Coffin? Or, that's not even the right. But he's guessing a bunch of random names.
Coffin.
Is it Coffin? No,
Hey, I'm walking here.
Walkie! But once he hears the sound of battle, I if possible, yeah, I'd love to roll into initiative.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll on in.
All right. I rolled a 5. Sorry.
5. Okay, so you're gonna slot in between Ollie and Ioannes.
You got it. In the meantime, I will continue to make guesses in the correct accent.
Okay. Back to you, Leo.
Firebolt Uno Mas.
Firebolt to Damas.
El Caliente. That is a 13 to hit.
That hits.
1d10 fire damage coming at you.
Hell yeah.
For 6 total.
Beautiful. Takes all 6. You hear it make it like a like it did not like that very much, and now it's like just kind of like wildly. Its tongue extends. The tongue's on fire. Everything's chaos. Everything's crazy.
Good.
Watch out for that tongue!
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm so sorry. No, that was the only other thing.
All right. That was it. That was it, baby. All right, awesome. Ollie, you're up.
All right, so this thing is sort of like flailing and on fire, but it's not attached to me.
Correct.
I'm just like in the vicinity. Okay.
It is very like it is like snapping as it's trying to like get to the vial you're holding. But now that it's bitten you and gotten some of your blood, it's also interested in you. So, you know, if you're trying to throw it, there's gonna be another.
That's sweet young
check.
blood.
Yeah.
All right. Is it possible? Again, every time I'm playing Dungeons, I'm just like, can I do this wildly outlandish thing that probably is not like a thing at all? It shouldn't be a thing. Can I try to throw the vial like back into the middle of the rotunda? Do I have clearance for like space for that?
Into the middle of the
or like out of the tomb, or no?
It's
like,
it's a pretty narrow passageway. So I don't, and you've got now a couple bodies coming in, including Halfdan, who, you know, when you have a second Halfdan, get your character maybe up to the steps. So you probably wouldn't be able to clear it into the rotunda from where you are.
Okay.
The tomb also, like, the steps were heading downwards, so it's all kind of working against you anyway. Like, from a physics standpoint.
Do I use my stupid, naive 20-year-old thinking?
I mean, we're roleplay. It's a roleplay game, baby.
I know.
Go.
Ollie's panicking, which is typical.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try. I think he's gonna try to use his bonus action of fast hands, which is a sleight of hand check, to try and grab to sort of like stop the not stop this thing, but grab the tongue to sort of like take it by surprise.
Is fast hands another? Is that a 2024 or is that a 2014?
Oh, I hope not. I don't know. I thought I unchecked the right boxes.
I thought you did too. Fast like hands. I double checked, but I may have missed it.
This says, starting at 3rd level, you can use the bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a dexterity check, use your thieves' tools to disarm a trap or open a lock, or use an object action.
Is that familiar to anyone?
Yes, it is the thief subclass.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, that is totally fine. So you're trying to go and grab its tongue.
Yep.
Athletics? Dexterity? Yeah, make a dex check.
Grapple? Even?
Is grappling a check? Like
yeah, it's an action.
What would that entail? Sorry for my noob brain.
No, you're okay.
Erica does athletics, and then the mimic gets to do either acrobatics or athletics to contest.
To contest. Okay, all right.
So, is it just like a DM preference then of the check that I make? Do you have a preference?
Whichever one you want. Whichever one is your best one.
All right, it's gonna be Dex then, because
that's
that's better than my athletics. Or is it like when it says make a dex check parentheses sleight of hand, does that mean I should make a specific sleight of hand check? I think that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do that. That is a 12.
Okay, and I will make a save. And that is a 3. So you successfully grab onto this thing's tongue, and it is flailing. It is like snarling. It's like a really pissed off, dangerous chihuahua. It is big mad.
Yes. Okay. Ollie is just he's moving faster than his brain is thinking, obviously. So he's holding this thing by the tongue, and it's like hanging on, flailing, trying to bite him or whatever. And he's kind of holding it out almost pinata, hoping that like one of his teammates can take a good swing at it, just to make lives a little easier. And that's where we leave him. So he doesn't move.
Oh my god. Well, then, it is now grappled, can't move. It has disadvantage on attack rolls. You can drag around and move it. It will be able to try and break free from that grapple. It can choose to try to break free on its turn, but...
Do I have to roll to save against something like that?
No, it'll just make a check, like a saving throw, a dex save each turn to try to get out, to try to wriggle its way out.
Okay.
So, but for now, it is grappled. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, we're just sweating, baby.
Okay, we're just sweating, baby. Halfdan, you're up.
Oh, I'm coming. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. I'll Halfdan is not going to let this opening away. He sees the pinata set up. He's excited about it, so he's gonna swing his warhammer on it.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
He'll roll some dammies. Another 8 bludgeoning.
Okay, 8 bludgeoning.
Oh, this reminds me of a game at home. And my
Um,
turn is done.
This mimic is looking a little rough. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay. Ioannes.
All right. I'm gonna close in again and whack it with a hammer.
All right.
So it's grappled, right?
Correct.
So that would-
Mimic pinata. I love
Mimic
it.
pinata.
Actually, hang on. So natural 20.
That is definitely hits.
And we're gonna make this a two-handed swing. So that's a D10. That will be 7 damage. Doubled because of the crit, I think.
Yeah, it's doubled for crit. So describe what it looks like when you absolutely fucking pulverize this motherfucker. Yay!
So Mimic Pinata, it hammer comes down and just sort of turns it into paste against like the flat part of this sarcophagus, and it's just a red smear under the hammer, or a purple smear, or whatever color you want it
A
to be.
sludgy, gross ass smear. As you bring your hammer down, it is pulverized, and that sludge goes everywhere. You get hit, Halfdan is hit, Leo is hit, Ollie is hit. Y'all are just covered in this mimic blood and guts concoction.
On my new old robes?
So yeah, all of your new old robes are covered in mimic guts, whatever that would entail.
Grape jelly, I would guess.
We'll stick
Dick hit, dude. That's the wrong voice again.
So this all happened the second that Ioannes grabbed both the sword and the chest. So that's pretty much like where we left off, prior to combat.
Well, that's a 6 sword too.
It is.
Yep. And it's got a name engraved on it, so I think we should take it.
Would you like to read the name?
Sure.
Is it Halfdan?
Unfortunately, it is not Halfdan.
It's never gonna be Halfdan.
Eighth Dan.
It says, as you kind of, shake off the sludge, and, this sword is, it definitely is a nice looking sword, but it has been sitting under, for many, many years, and it is not rusted beyond repair, but it is definitely looking rough. That said, you can make out on the hilt an engraved name, and it says, Chanel, my beloved, rest well.
Okay. So I will take that to the center room.
Okay.
And we'll present it to the ghost and ask, is Chanel your name?
You guys want to move your pecking order back into the rotunda?
Rotunda. Yes.
Yes, into the rotunda. So you go in there and you say, is Chanel your name?
Yep.
So as you say this name aloud, the name of Chanel Hallwinter, there is a flash of radiant light. And this greenish bluish hue of this spirit begins to pulse and vibrate. And the once featureless orb that stood in place of its head is replaced with that of Chanel herself. A face you recognize from the carvings that you saw in both tombs. The greenish hue then begins to glow white, and it's replaced by this subtle golden hue as Chanel sort of raises her hands and examines them. And she looks back at you, specifically, Ioannes, and she smiles. You've given me a great gift. My name spoken aloud for the first time in centuries. I'm in your debt. But before I seek the embrace of my beloved in eternity, I heed my promise to you. Ask your questions. I'll tell you what I know.
Where'd this freaky eye come from? And I'm like, I don't have it, but I'm holding Halfdan's hand up with the bag that it has. Yeah.
She looks a little bit, she looks at it and she looks a little perplexed. I haven't seen that specifically, but I've seen people coming through these tunnels and catacombs, and they have that same eye on their robes. So maybe it's related to that? They came in here several months ago, whispering about ritual and secrets.
Where did they go after they were in here?
There are lots of different places you can go in these tunnels. They extend quite far. These
But we
two,
only. Oh, sorry.
she's going to. So she initially pointed to you, in these two spots, but there is also down here in the southwest. There is another opening, and so she points
I
there.
completely missed that.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's weird with this fog of war thing. Down here takes you further into the catacombs, but I will warn you, right through this hallway is a room full of undead. Beyond them, it extends even further down. There's steps and a door. Beyond it, I imagine there's more of these cultists. What they're doing, I don't know. I don't go beyond this rotunda. I haven't been able to.
I do have that scroll that I picked up that does protection from good and evil.
You do?
And if they're undead, that means that they were dead at some point, so we could probably make them dead again.
Is that what scroll of... I don't actually know remember off the top of my head. What I can look at it.
Protection from good and evil?
Yeah.
It...
One willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Disadvantage on attacks. Okay, cool. Good
And
to
you
know.
can't be charmed or frightened.
Okay. But that just affects one person, right? That can only be used on one person.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Just Uno boy.
Got it. Okay. Well, good to know, because you got zombies in the next room.
Whoa, spoilers.
Well, she did tell you there were undead in there.
I'm just kidding.
She did say it. I didn't.
So, is this a genie-like thing? Do we get 3 questions, or
that's an excellent
each of us
question.
get a question, or?
I'm indebted to all of you. Ask whatever you wish. My answers are limited just based on being limited to this area, but I can tell you all I know that's passed through here.
All right, I got a question for you.
Halfdan, can you use your question to ask her if she can make my clothing not gross, please?
How many questions do I get?
Wait a minute. What are you wearing?
No, it might be a what situation where that was your question.
I think it's your wife's robe. I don't say that out loud. I don't.
Oh God!
Is that
But I do
my
think it
wife's
is.
robes?
I wanted to
God.
honor her.
Honor
She-
her by ruining her best dress.
I can make a deception check if you want.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and make that deception check.
I have a +5. It's an 11.
She knows you are so full of shit. You look as full of shit as you are.
Yeah,
that
happened.
That said, she kind of rolls her eyes a little bit and walks over and just touches the robes. And the robes are clean.
Wow.
If you're going to wear my wife's robes, at least keep them clean.
I just kneel down and like bow my head and say, I am forever indebted to you. I thank you so much.
Hey, can you put my hair back? In the patch that it's missing from that errant fireball? If you can clean those robes, can you fix my hair?
She floats over to you. If I could grab you, which I can't. Why won't it let me?
I'm
grab you?
elusive.
There. So
Perks of the trade.
she walks over and just takes like a low breath, like kind of it is icy cold along your forehead, but your bangs are restored.
Beautiful. I'm back to my full glory. Thank you.
She is going to go back over to Ioannes, who is holding that sword.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at it. My sword. She buried me with it after I'd passed. and she is going to reach out and touch it. And the sword, which was previously rusted and not in its best shape, is once again gleaming and looks like it's ready to fuck shit up. So it is a +1 sword now that you have in your possession. And she says, "Take this. May it help you in the battles to come."
Are we talking long sword, great sword?
Long sword. It's a long sword.
Pretty good sword.
Yeah.
Maybe not great, but pretty good.
Yeah. Like a solid, 7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
All right, so can I ask my question?
Ask.
You see Halfdan kind of like, he gets a big grin on his face and he looks back and forth to the rest of the party and he says, "What's your name?"
Are you
serious?
Halfdan, are you serious?
Yes.
Are you Halfdan,
Yeah,
we
what's your name? I'm
you-
gonna solve the riddle, guys. Come on. Hold on.
Okay. Leo just like holds up his hands and he's like, everyone, let him have this one, okay? And that's coming from me. I'm saying that. Let him have this one, okay? Halfdan, go one more time.
What's your name?
Ghost lady?
The ghost looks at everyone and she is just regretting. She kind of wishes she was back to being a featureless orb.
Yeah, we've been there.
And she says, "My name is Chanel Hallwinter."
Gotcha.
Now Halfdan, you have to say it to solve it. Go.
You're oh shit, I didn't pay attention.
It's Chanel Hallwinter. Chanel Hallwinter.
Chanel Hallwinter.
Wow. I feel different now. So renewed.
Great
just-
Guys, I
job.
got it.
I just pat Halfdan on the head and say, "Good job, buddy."
Buddy. Good job, buddy.
Ollie's just dying in the corner.
Fucking A, right? Shit. Anything else you would like to do or learn?
Halfdan very triumphantly kind of like marches over to the entrance of the next room and kind of stands proudly waiting for the rest of the party.
As this happens, the ghost smiles on all of you again and says, "Thank you. Good luck. And now I rest." And with that,
Have a good nap.
she just slowly fades there's a brightness of light that slowly fades, and you are alone once again in this rotunda. So let's say then, you guys are pretty worn out, you're tired, it won't be like a 10-hour rest, but maybe for the sake of story, you guys, can go and like power nap for like 3 to 4 hours, and we'll call that a long rest, like from a, story perspective. So you guys can refresh yourself, get all fresh and profesh, and maybe pick one of these tombs to just kind of snooze in, and we get back to it in the next one. If that works for you.
It's just enough time for the express dry cleaners that I work with in the city to get down here and get robes and boots and everything, and back up and clean it and bring it back again. Thank goodness.
Well, friends, thank you so much. And YouTube, hope you enjoyed part 1 of Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye. We are excited to get back to this. We hope you enjoy, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.